Friends, it's Rabbi Gersh with another one of these weekly video updates. It is Friday the 22nd of June, and I hope that all of you who are watching this video have had as a wonderful and fulfilling a week as I have. Yesterday, in fact, I had the opportunity to come off a 28-day continuous infusion, immunotherapy treatment, which has been going so well for me of late. And whilst there have been almost no side effects of this treatment while I was on it, I'll be the first to admit that the ability to do the chicken dance and have nothing connected to me, or have me disconnected from these wonders of modern medicine, is a really lovely feeling. And I'm looking forward to a couple of weeks off before we continue on our journey and on a marathon. And to that, I also want to take an opportunity to express my gratitude, my continued gratitude and appreciation to my extraordinary family who just encourage me every single day, and to all of you out there who send messages of well-wishing, encouragement and support in all sorts of different ways. We hear you, we feel the support, and we really do appreciate it. A very short Devar Torah. This week we celebrate Shabbat Chukat and read the story not only of Miriam's passing, but also how Moses and the people of Israel respond to it with the well-known story of Moses and how he brought water from the rock. As many of you will know, the people were quite distressed at Miriam's passing, not just for the loss of this incredible woman within the community, but they feared that with her would be the beginning of a drought that would bring them great discomfort. They were crying out in thirst, as the Torah says. So much so that Moses goes to the Holy One and asks for water. God instructs Moses to speak to the rock and it will bring forth water. And in his frustration, some say in his pain after the loss of his sister, but primarily a tradition says in his frustration with the people, rather than speaking to the rock as God asked Moses to, Moses takes his staff and strikes the rock. Water still comes forward, the people's thirst is satiated, but Moses, the greatest prophet of our tradition, one of the greatest leaders of all time, is to receive a significant, an incredible consequence, that being that he wasn't allowed to enter with the people, to lead the people into the promised land. So what are we to make of this story? There are so many lessons, so many teachings that we can take away. But this week, as I look at what's happening around the world and the different forms of leadership, or perhaps lack thereof, that we're seeing, I think Torah comes with a really powerful reminder to those in power, that even our greatest leaders, those with the greatest amount of power, control and influence, even they have to face the consequences of their actions. And those consequences can be significant and they can be dire. And so what is Torah teaching us? That even when we feel secure in the righteousness of what we are doing, we should stop and consider our actions before we hit the proverbial rock. If our leaders can do that, pause, reflect and consider, then I think we'll be living in a much better, much calmer and much more intentional world.